Good day everyone, I am Charles Davide and together with my partner Sebastian Gabriel Calungsod, we will talk mainly on strengthening livestock through the use of artificial insemination and the process how artificial insemination is done in large animals. Stay tuned and enjoy. For a little review, let us first talk why artificial insemination strengthens livestock for consumers and producers. First, it increases the efficiency of bull usage. We all know that natural breeding in large animal is physically stressful for both producer and the animal. However, with the use of artificial insemination, collected semen can be diluted and extended to create hundreds of doses from a single ejaculate. Also, semen can be easily transported, allowing multiple females in different geographical locations to be inseminated simultaneously, and semen can be stored for long periods of time. Second, it increases potential genetic selection. Because artificial insemination allows males to produce more offspring, fewer males are needed. Therefore, one can choose only the best few males for use as parents, thus increasing the selection intensity. Third, it decreases cost. Male animals often grow to be larger than females and can consume relatively larger amounts of feed. Also, male animals are often more strong, powerful, and potentially ill-mannered and thus require special housing and handling equipment. Fourth, AI increases safety for animals and farmers. As mentioned, male animals can become large and aggressive. These factors mean that maintaining a bull on a farm may be dangerous. Also, because of the relatively larger size of males than females, natural mating is more likely to result accidents and injury to either the cow or the bull than is the artificial insemination. Lastly, AI reduces disease transmission. Natural mating allows for the transfer of venereal diseases between males and females. Some pathogens can be transmitted in semen through artificial insemination, but the collection process allows for the screening of disease agents. Collected semen is routinely checked for quality, which can help avoid problems associated with male infertility. In this juncture, we will show you how artificial insemination is done in large animals such as the female cattle and carabao. From Midsayap, we traveled to Alyosa, North Cotabato to personally see how artificial insemination is done by technicians. Preparing the chute. Start with proper low-stress restraint of cattle to be inseminated. Artificial insemination can be safely performed in a standard chute. A squeeze chute is preferred to limit the movement of cattle during the AI process. A squeeze chute is important to immobilize the animal for insemination. It allows for animal and the inseminator safely as well as ease of insemination. A head catch is useful to prevent the animal from backing up in a squeeze chute, and a good traction in the squeeze chute is also important to prevent the cattle from slipping down during the insemination process. Sanitation is an important part of the rectovaginal insemination process. Poor sanitation increases risk of metritis or uterine inflammation and infertility of cattle. Store breeding supplies in original packaging until time of use. Insist that everyone handling AI equipment and semen thoroughly wash their hands to minimize bacteria transfer to cattle being inseminated using these items. During palpation, technicians must wear a plastic obstetrical sleeve on the arm being inserted through the anus. It must be secured to prevent the sleeve from slipping down during palpation. Most technicians choose to palpate with their non-dominant hand while manipulating the AI catheter with their dominant hand. In addition, some technicians prefer to use an additional latex or nitrile glove on the outside of the sleeve to improve fingertip dexterity. Cervical mucus could be encountered. This presence of cervical mucus may indicate that the female is in estrus and artificial insemination can be done in this stage. Cervical mucus feels thick and sticky on the insemination rod. In the semen preparation, the primary objective of proper semen handling is to optimize conception by preserving sperm fertility until insemination has taken place. The frozen semen is withdrawn in the liquid nitrogen tank, and note that the canister is always below the frost line when locating a straw of semen. Avoid lifting the canister too high or too long during this process. It is then thawed in a warm water at around 35 to 37 degrees Celsius for a minimum of 45 seconds. Straws need to be cut at a straight across, not at an angle, at a crimp-sealed end and snapped snugly into green adapter of a plastic sheet to prevent semen backflushing into breeding gun during insemination. Always pull back the plunger approximately 6 inches before loading a straw into a semen gun. Not doing so will cause a unit of semen. Use a slow, gentle motion to depress the plunger on the inseminating gun, and complete depression should be accomplished in no shorter than 5 seconds. Always lock the split plastic sheet into a place on the inseminating gun with an O-ring. Otherwise, the sheet will slip, leading to an improper semen placement during insemination of the cattle. Insert the loaded insemination rod into the vagina at a slight 30 to 40 degree upward angle, taking care not to enter the urethra and bladder. Straighten the rod to a more level position once about 6 to 8 inches inside the vagina. Locate and secure the cervix with a hand used in the rectal palpation. Where the cervix joins the front end of the vagina, there is a circular blind pouch approximately 1/2 to 1 inch deep. Make sure the rod enters the cervical opening instead of this blind pouch. Back the rod up as needed if this obstacle is encountered. Place the cervix over the rod and do not jab or force the rod. Gently maneuver the rod through the folds of the cervix by manipulating the cervix slightly ahead of the rod while maintaining slight forward pressure on the rod. Once through the cervix successfully, the tip of the rod can be felt with a finger placed at the far opening of the cervix. Depress the insemination rod plunger slowly to deposit the semen into the animal. Deposit the semen over a period of about 5 seconds in the body of the uterus to ensure that semen flows evenly into both uterine horns.